The second thing you have to give up is people pleasing, trying to please everybody. So who's a people pleaser in the room? Raise your hands, all of you. I know you all are. All are, yeah. So let me tell you where people pleasing comes from, because it's actually quite interesting. When you're born, no matter how you behave, whether you're smiling up at mum and dad or whether you're throwing an absolute temper tantrum, you are picked up and loved. And you grow up in this little bubble of unconditional love. No matter what's happening, you can be smiling and you get love, and you can be screaming and you get love. And very early on in our lives, we work out that our principal driving force is to be loved, to be acknowledged, to be seen, and to be heard. For the rest of our lives, that's what we want. We want to feel significant. And at about 18 months, you're starting to move around the house, and you come up to mum, and you throw a temper tantrum, and she doesn't love you, and she looks down at you and says, "Shh, stop that noise." And the unconditional love comes to an abrupt halt. Suddenly, you have to behave a certain way to get attention. And at that moment, you work out that your strategy for the rest of your life is to try and to keep other people's happy balloons up, because then you get the most attention. And that's where people-pleasing comes from, and that's why there are so many people-pleasers in the world. But I want you to consider this for a second. Imagine you're in a drone, and you're hovering over your life, just looking down at your life. And you're watching yourself. And this person asks you to do something, and you say, "Oh, yeah, sure, I'll do it." And this person asks you to do something, and you say, "Of course, anything to make you happy." And this person asks you to do something, "Oh, of course, I'll do it for you." So you're running around people-pleasing, people-pleasing, people-pleasing. And what happens? What happens to you? Exactly. You're unhappy, because you're trying to keep everybody else's happy balloons up, and you feel like a piece of chewed string, because you give and give and give and give and very seldom get back in return. The other truth is that if other people see you trying to make everybody happy, they start to lose trust in you and faith in you, because how can you possibly keep everybody happy? It's not possible. And so people stop trusting you. So the great irony of people-pleasing is that you do not please anyone, least of all yourself. Why do we do it? We do it because we're afraid that people won't like us. Yeah? That's why we people-please. I'm so scared to stop helping my brother and sister and my family, because what will they think about me? I hear this every single day in my practice. So what I want you just to consider is, how much space would you have in your life? How much freedom would you have in your life if you just stopped people-pleasing and started to put yourself first? Started to like yourself enough to put yourself first?